everyone. Happy Thursday. Cyril, my man, how you doing, brother?
I'm all right. How are you doing today?
Doing good, my man. Doing good. So it looks like you got a little more sun. Been out there playing again, have you?
Yeah. You know how it goes. Gotta bake a little bit under the sun. Otherwise I'm too much like Casper.
I know the feeling. I have the same thing. I have my lights on yellow, so I look like I have a tan. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, being out there working the electrical out in the yard, it's this huge area. It's like 2 football fields of just dirt and dust and boxes. So I walk out in the sun when I'm doing that.
Well, there
So
you go.
Want to say hi to BTK? Good to have you here, brother. Yeah, big red candles, man. That is why I put everything in red today. This is a red bloody day. Okay, you bonks. Let's get the party started. Absolutely, my man. Good to have you here, you bonks. Love the picture you had of Bunks the goose on there. That was awesome. Love to see Bunks. And Ferret Pew Pew, son. He's got a bird.
Uh-oh. It's Ferret. So just throwing it out there in case you guys don't know, the reason why we had that massive drop on BTC is Elon Musk went and had SpaceX sell all of its $373 million worth of Bitcoin. And so that is why the market went, but it's very quickly rebounding. It was a 12% drop, and it's already recovered like 7% of that in the last hour and a half.
Yeah, it's starting to jump up really quick here. In fact, let's see, window. There's my window. I'm going to share this here real quick. So, yeah, earlier this chart was just ugly. It was just red all the way down the line. But now, as you see, the last hour, we're going green again. So it's doing a quick bounce back.
Yep.
So now, Sarah, there's a philosophy you have about blood in the streets. Now, I would say this is a pretty bloody day. I mean, there's a lot of red. So what does that mean for investors like us?
That means shit's on sale.
Blue light special. Woo! Aisle 4.
Yeah, exactly. And the saying that we go by when we're DCAing is buy when the streets are red with blood, even if the blood is your own.
Yes. And I know I had a little bit of blood in there, but I kind of lucked out and I bought a little bit of Ethereum just a couple hours ago. And it's like, wow, I never could have timed that if I planned it. There's just no way. So I feel lucky there. Now, for the new viewers, I know we're getting a lot of new people getting in here, starting to watch us, both on the lives and on the restreams. So Cyril was just talking about DCA. Now, for anybody who doesn't know what that is, that's dollar cost averaging. So think of it this way. If your chart is spiking and dipping and spiking and dipping, okay, if you're buying, instead of buying a whole chunk all at once, waiting for that perfect time, buy a little bit on a regular basis. You're going to catch the dips. You're going to catch a little bit of the spike, a little bit of the dip. And in the end, you're going to get about the best average price. That's what dollar cost averaging is. So highly recommend it. It's a great strategic investing process.
Yep.
Okay. So now let me ask, so why do you think Elon Musk sold all his Bitcoin? Do you think that SpaceX has their own X coin coming out or something there? Or what do you know behind the scenes?
I don't know anything behind the scenes, but I have a theory. Okay. That theory is he's been hemorrhaging money after his acquisition of Twitter and needed to bolster some capital. And so he started selling off some of his BTC and using that for working capital. It's interesting. I don't know why he had SpaceX holding BTC. Previously, it was Tesla that was holding BTC. But I guess he just shuffles it around from company to company. The whole, take it out of this pocket and put it in this pocket so that when the tax man's looking at this pocket, he doesn't see it,
Right. That makes sense. Now, I was asked earlier today, as far as investing things like this, I was talking to Valerie at Nashville there and had some great questions. And I love the fact that new people are getting into this. But she was asking as far as, well, when you put crypto into a DeFi wallet, like a MetaMask, something like that, isn't that still trackable? Can't the IRS, like you said, can't they still see all that if it's on the blockchain, or is it not visible?
So they can, if you're buying it on a centralized exchange and funding your wallet that way, right? So let's say you go to Coinbase, where you are KYC'd, you filled out the documentation, you send them your driver's license, your social number, all that, right? Then let's say you on-ramp some fiat, you take some USD and you buy some USDC on Coinbase, and then you send that to your MetaMask wallet. They're going to be aware of that wallet now, and they can track it. They actually have very specialized software for that sole purpose. They're trying to crack down on people who aren't paying their crypto taxes. There's ways to then get around that, like to move that money from that wallet to a different one without it being tracked, but they're not necessarily legal methods. The one legal method that I can say is if you find an exchange that doesn't require you to KYC, you can use a VPN, create an account on there, and then send your money to that exchange. Now, when you send money to an exchange from a wallet, it just goes into the receiver hot wallet. And from there, it's credited to your account. You can then send that money from your account on that exchange to a different MetaMask wallet, one that you've never interacted with a centralized exchange. And then once it's there, it's pretty much off the books, so to speak.
Okay.
But we're never going to advocate for, not, paying your taxes or try to dodge taxes here on the show. That was purely for informational purposes.
Right. And I was real curious how Elon or a corporation like that would go about that. So there are ways to do it pretty easily then. It's not like it's rocket science. You got to write a whole code. It's just swap it around a couple times and you're there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, sounds good. Funny, welcome to the show, buddy. Good to have you, my man. Love having you here. So Funny says, are we discussing how to evade crypto taxes? No, we are not discussing that. We were discussing how Elon Musk suddenly sold all his Bitcoin and how he's probably shuffling it from company to company to company, depending on what the tax guy's looking for. So apparently there are ways, and I guess if you get enough people hired for you, they can do all kinds of crazy things. But we do not recommend that in any way, shape, or form at any time.
Cover your butt, do things the way you're supposed to, because the last thing you want is the IRS saying, hey, this guy over here hasn't paid his crypto taxes and he made a bunch of money during the 2024 to 2025 bull market, and now we're going to come after him for that plus fees. So
Exactly.
don't wind up in that position.
Very true. Very true. And always keep an eye on your investments. And this is one thing I was talking about already today about, because I'd mentioned the Vapology company I had before. And you know what? My biggest problem with that situation is I completely trusted someone else to handle the funds. And I just kind of turned a blind eye. I was like, oh, it's taken care of. No worries about that. And you know what? In life, we've got to remember to pause. We've got to, one, keep track of what we're doing. And two, when we're excited or an offer comes up that seems too good to be true, you need to pause. You got to step back. Don't buy into the FOMO. Pause, step back, analyze, ask somebody else. Ask Cyril, ask myself. We bounce ideas off each other. And it's like, hey, is this a good idea? And so I was like, what are you doing, man? No, don't do that. That's a great thing to do. And if nothing else, it gives you another perspective. So, definitely pause before you ape into something. Please do yourself a favor out there, guys.
Like when you were getting ready to buy into that one DEX launch, and I was, and then you told me about it, and I looked at it, I was like, no, don't do that. And what did it do after launch? Nothing but go down.
Yeah, it was horrible. And it was a great situation, and it was a learning experience because, it was one of those. I went to, I was, hey, what do you think of this? He's like, oh, hell no. I'm like, okay. So I was going to put like $100 into it. I didn't, but I did do $10 just because I wanted to see if it was going to do something. I'm like, okay, it's going to go up. No, it was $20. It was $20. And after 3 days, like, okay, take it out. I'll take my $12 back out again, and I'll say, I concede. I'd bow to the master and say you were right. And no, it's a great experience. And sometimes paying that $8 for that lesson, that is not a loss, guys. If you learn something from it, you paid for education, and that's a huge thing there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Cyril, I want to share this screen again because this is awesome looking. We saw this just a few minutes ago, and this column was still a lot of reds. Now, as we see on the 1 hour, everything's starting to turn green. So if you had to buy for yourself, let's say, Cyril, I handed you $500 and said, here you go, make the best of you can of it, but you have to buy something in the next 3 hours. What would you personally choose? Not financial advice.
That's a good question. Let me check something real quick.
Okay.
Da, 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 da. Probably I would split it 250 into Matic and 250 into BNB.
Okay. You think BNB and Matic are the same way? Now, Matic's been your favorite for quite some time now. That's your favorite horse in the running. But now BNB, that's kind of surprising there. Why does BNB jump up for you?
Well, as far as BNB is concerned, when I first looked at it, it was at 214. Now it's bounced up to 221, so it's recovered a bit more. Matic hasn't recovered quite as fast. BNB, it's working on recovering. Remember what I was saying about the drop on elephant money when I was updating the spreadsheet?
Yes.
It's already gone up like another 3.5% from BNB recovering. But BNB, I think for now is still a strong contender. A lot of projects are on the Binance network. Arbitrum hasn't fully taken over that yet. And BNB is still suppressed from the news that we had a couple months ago, when the SEC started going after CZ over at Binance, right? So it's still suppressed from that. Matic, it dipped sharper than the other ones, but it's also a little slower to recover. So there's still a good opportunity there. And BNB, because it's still being suppressed on top of that drop, I think it has more room for fuller recovery than the other ones right now.
Okay, sounds good. And now let me ask you, same question but reversed, which ones would you avoid right now? Which one do you think has already done its major climb, or would be your least favorite, I should say?
I probably wouldn't touch XRP right now, especially with the judge granting the SEC the ability to challenge the results. They're basically, the SEC is trying to challenge the results, the verdict there now. So I probably would stay away from that. I would definitely stay away from like altcoins right now, personally. Okay. Just because with the market kind of in turmoil, that the Federal Reserve did say expect more rate increases because we got to get inflation down to 2%. I believe the last CPI was like 3.5% or something like that. So they're still talking about additional rate increases may come this year. And that's part of the reason why we saw a lot of the shock in the markets over the last couple of days. So, yeah, I would stay away from alts for right now until we see a significant recovery on the big blue chips like Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Okay. And now let me ask you, because I just read an article, I think it was yesterday, it came out that Amazon is now accepting XRP as cross-border payment systems. Now, that's kind of unique, especially where the SEC and the judge and all that are going down. How do you think that's going to play out?
Well, I think that it's going to be a niche, right? Because for now, the adoption of XRP, you got to think it just came off of no exchanges carrying it, because they were under that lawsuit. People are going to kind of stay away from it right now, especially with the SEC looking to challenge the results. So I don't think it's going to have as big of an effect as the XRP army may want it to. I think adoption to utilize XRP for Amazon is going to be slow. We would need to see better definitive results, I think, regarding what the SEC is trying to do with XRP before it can really start to make some headway there.
Okay. And for the record, I am part of the XRP army. I definitely believe in its capabilities and its networking, and I'm proud of that. Am I selling the house and buying XRP? No, I'm not. I'm being smart about it. collecting a little bit here and there. And I know a fellow XRP armyist out in the community there. I won't throw into the bus, BTK. Don't worry. Shut up. Sorry, my phone is yelling at me. That's who I told shut up. Every time there's a major flux in the market, I get an alert on my phone. And so it's been chirping at me all freaking day long. It's like, God damn, stop it.
Yeah, I can imagine it's going crazy on you today.
Oh, yeah, it has been. It has been going absolutely nuts.
I had to turn off the notifications to crypto.com because it just kept bombarding me while I was at work.
Yeah, mine was doing the same. And so, yeah, it gets frustrating, but it's also nice sometimes, especially when you get one of those quick spikes like, wait, what is that? Oh, let's get a little bit of that. Or, oh, shit, let's sell that quick.
Right.
So how are we doing so far? Let's take a look at where we're at right now from our last investments before we jump into our next ones.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Do you guys want me to update the pricing real quick? Because it's jerking all over the place right now.
I'll leave that up to you, buddy.
All
you want to show
right.
us before and after?
Yeah, maybe we can do that. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me just first get the screen share going.
Sure.
Sheesh. All right. So let's go over to the price section. So, excuse me. So prior, do you have it up? Yep. All right, cool. Let me make this a little bit larger for our viewers. So this is the week that we just finished. I did these numbers probably about 40 minutes ago, and we were down $15. But if we update the prices, let me see here. All right, so Matic is at 58.18 now. So let's fix that. 58.18, and then what's Ethereum at? All right, Ethereum has jumped up to 1703.52. BTC has jumped up to 26.779. Oh my goodness! All right, 26.79. 8.48. There we go. BNB has shot back up to 221.29. 221.29, and then Elephant is up to 2905. So let's all right, everything's going everywhere on me. All right. 2905. All right, so now let's take a look at that. So that brings that's with the 25. Let me real quick remove that so we can see where we're at. All right, 278.44. So let's update that on the P&L page. What was that again?
278.44.
278.44. All right, there we go. That's a little bit better. So then now let's add back our 25 that I transferred over. Brings our start to 303.44. Sorry, bear with me. 303.44. All right, so the market sucked last week, right? Yeah. And we are down 4.47%, which is $12.44 of our portfolio. We are beginning the new week at 303.44. But considering that a lot of the big blue chips, like right now, Matic is still down today alone, is down 6.19%, right?
Wow. Okay.
BNB is down 5.09%. So we're doing better than a lot of the blue chips right now. We're only down 4.47%. And that's due to our diversification. It's due to our DCAing into different solid assets and spreading our risk a little bit. And that's the key to success with investing, is not chucking it all in at once, not chucking it all into the same thing. You know, you spread it out a little bit across 4 or 5 solid things that you believe are going to do well.
Okay. And no, this is great to see the fact that our earning process is actually better than the blue chips in the market. And even the fact a bloody day like today really doesn't affect us that much. I mean, less than 5%, that's pretty impressive. I bet a lot
Yeah.
of people out in the crypto world wish they were only down 5% right now.
Yeah, especially the people using the leverage, right?
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, you know, a whole bunch got wiped out today. Oh, that had to hurt.
Oh, yeah. There were tons of longs that got liquidated today. It was quite a lot. And there's a lot of people very upset about that. But as you can see, our portfolio, it's doing well. The dollar value of treasury holdings right there. Well, it's not the treasury. Hold on.
Now, remember, guys, you can use the same spreadsheet, and that's on the Down Home Crypto. It's right there on the link. And I highly recommend utilize something like this to track everything you purchase.
Yep. Absolutely. So yeah, that's how our portfolio is doing so far. We're doing okay. Yeah, we've had some gains, we've had some losses. This one basically, we gained our 14.72%, and then the next week took out 14.56%. So, but that was still a tiny little net gain between those 2 weeks there. So, hey, and then what we're doing is we're increasing our positions across these different assets in preparation for when the markets turn. And then we're going to start seeing those negative days switching into positive days. As the market's recovering and going up, we're going to have a nice sizable portfolio at that point, and we're going to be capturing the growth from all those positive days in the blue chips, in the alts that we've selected, and we're going to be happy. That's for sure.
I would definitely agree. And that's one thing that, a lot of people are looking at like, well, it's going down. Should I buy today? Or they bought yesterday and now it's down today. And I had to explain this earlier today to somebody, is that you haven't really lost. Please keep that in mind, guys, is you haven't lost until you've sold. So as long as you're still holding that crypto, you haven't lost a thing. You have the exact same amount of crypto in your wallet. All you have to do is wait until it's above the price of what you bought it. That's it. It's not a hard concept. But so many people are reactionary. They see that red. They're like, oh my God, the sky's falling. I'm losing everything. No, you haven't lost a thing until you sell.
And I want to point something out. With what we've been doing, despite the fact that we started doing this and we've been doing this during a bear market and everything's basically been going down, right?
Right.
Over the last 13 weeks, with our $25 that we put in each week, that would come out to $325, including this week that we just put in. And I would like to take a moment to point out that we're at 303.44, which means we're only down $21.56, despite what the bear market's been doing, because of how we've been DCAing and how we've been managing the portfolio. So we are down, like, what's that work out to be? Something like 8%, maybe, if that. I don't know. Someone who's in front of the percentagecalculator.net, type in what percent 303.44 is of 325.
I'm looking right now. 93. So it puts what, 7%?
Yeah.
7.6%. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're only down 7.6%, despite how brutal the bear market's been. And I think that's pretty damn good.
I think so. And the other thing to keep in mind is, like you were saying earlier, is we may be down 7.6%, but we have built a bag. And that's what we call it. We built this portfolio, or this bag of crypto. So when it does go up, we've got a bigger and bigger and bigger bag. So we've got more to move up that slide. So,
yep.
Well, the paper's like, let's see, looking good. See, I'm driving. Okay, they can't do the calculator. Bonk's like, I'm lifting weights. I can't do the calculator. That's okay. Those are all great excuses, guys. Please don't try and operate your calculator and drive, or lift weights with one hand and calculate. Yeah, things go horribly wrong.
Yeah, we don't need Bonks over there pulling a muscle from doing uneven weightlifting or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna laugh if we see him tomorrow on tomorrow's live stream, and he's like, "Oh, my shoulder's all screwed up because I was trying to do a calculator." It's like, no. And let's see, BTK was saying earlier, it's like he has zero service at work, so he doesn't have to deal with his phone going beep, 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 beep. It's a good thing, because, man, if BTK, if I were you and my phone did that, I'd probably just hurl it off the tower. Like, shut up! I'll get you later.
You would think if he was up on a tower that he would have damn good cell reception.
You'd think so. I just wonder if the high voltage lines are just discombobulating it. Look at that, James Pelton, my man. James? Good to have you, brother. I think it came from my wife's birthday. Just want to say hello, buddy. Man, I'm so glad to see you in here. Thank you so much for stopping in.
Welcome, welcome. Have fun camping, and yes. Tell your wife we say happy birthday. And,
yes, please. Happy birthday to you and yours, and be safe, guys. I know the forest fires are going nuts, and like half the country is in flames. I don't know what's going on out there.
Yeah, don't go camping at Maui. That's for sure.
Well, here up in Canada, I was talking to Cromer where he's got a bunch of smoke and fires going up there too.
Yeah, I read this one report. There are some scientists that are speculating the reason for all of the fires that are bursting out is the core temperature of the Earth is warming up a bit, and it's causing methane to expand under the crust, and it's finding fissures and forcing its way out and then igniting. So, that's one theory of why all these wildfires are spontaneously popping up out of the blue all at the same time.
Fair enough. Okay, so watch for methane gas leaking out of the ground. Okay. Good safety tip. And Yabunk says, have fun camping, James. And James says, good to see you guys. Appreciate you. Man, we appreciate you. Thank you, James. And everybody, if you don't know, James Pelton is a content creator and one of my inspirations. He does great, has a lot of great projects, and really gets out there in the community. So definitely check him out. Highly recommended. Have fun camping seems like everyone oxymoron. Seems like an oxymoron. It does. Some people say it's way too much work. You got to pack everything up. Then you go out there and you rough it. You have no luxuries. And then you got to come home, clean everything up. So it's like, how do you have fun camping when it's like double the work all the way around? But personally, I love it. Just getting away from it for a while. Enjoy it, my man. And Debunk's laughing. Debunk says, burn stuff and climb some trees. There you go. Just be careful. That tree might burst into flames if the methane gas comes out from under it. So watch for flames.
don't go farting in trees. That's for sure.
Yeah, apparently this could be bad. Jim says, my African friend that we take camping says, why are we pretending we are poor? That's a good question.
That's why you got to take them glamping instead, Get one of those big tents where it's got like the central common room, and then it's got like all of the other tents around it that are connected to it. You ever seen one of those?
Oh, I haven't. I need one of those. That sounds good.
Yeah, you can get them big enough that one of my friends, when they went camping, one of their friends was able to spin poi in the center room. It was just that big. But it is 7:30.
It is. It is 7:30. Good call. Okay. So for anybody who doesn't know, every investment we do is voted on by you, the community. And so if you haven't voted yet, definitely go over, and let me throw the Discord link up. There you go. Down Home Crypto Discord. There's a voting poll over on the left. Cast your vote. Now, anybody who votes is entered into the giveaway I do every week right here on the show at 7:30 for $10 worth of USDC. And last week, Rebel was our winner. And so let's find out who the winner is this time. But definitely hop over. The polls are open, so vote for next week's projects. And if you don't know, our investments are always in $25. $20 are going into a DeFi project and $5 into a blue chip or stable coin. Not stable, blue chip, sorry, which is the native token of a blockchain. Now, if there's anything not on there you want to put in the voting poll, add it in. Hit the little green plus, type in what you want, cast your vote. So everybody can absolutely add whatever they want.
Yep.
Okay. And James says that's what we'll do for my birthday. Unfortunately, this is my wife. She is rustic. Nothing wrong with rustic, buddy. Got to have some fun once in a while. And Yabunk says, spinning poi. Sounds like you were in a mind-warping music festival style of camping trip, Cyril.
Well, I wasn't the one there, but Tori was. And yes, it was a music festival.
Okay, well, that's fair. Okay, so See, all I can picture is Hermione's tent out of Harry Potter, where she opens that tent. You walk in, it looks like a little tiny one. You walk, it's like 8 rooms built up. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
basically. Basically.
Okay, see, I like that idea. Okay, so we're going to share the window, we share the audio, and we are going to share this. And of course, as always, we're going to have some fun with this. Ooh. So we're going to go with Crittercraft and hide that. And we're going to go standard, and we're going to have a dance off.
Whoa.
The voters. All right, were you saying something, Sarah?
Nope.
Okay, I thought you said something. My bad. I didn't want to talk over the top of you. And take the banner off your face so you can see. There you go. Okay, the voters this week were Rebel, John Richter, Jay Steen, Funny Toro, BTK, Sandwar, a new face, good to have you here, and Cheetos. So, are we ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're doing blade dodge. We're not doing dance this time.
Oh, yeah, that's not a dance off. What's this? What's this?
It's just grubfish.
Oh, dang, that was brutal.
And they blow up. Look at Funny Toro. Here he goes. Here he goes. Ah! Sorry, Funny. Ooh.
What, do they just blow up randomly?
Yeah, they do. Totally random. Oh, I missed who that was. We got BTK, John Richter, and Rebel left still standing. Oh, John Richter's about to blow. Don't do it, John. Oh.
Why is he so big?
I don't know. He ate his Wheaties? Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Rebel's even bigger now.
Oh, this.
Oh, what? Who won?
It was the same blade. I think it's the last person hits. But you know what?
Let's see. It was BTK.
BTK, my man. There you go.
Yeah.
The last man standing. Even though this little dude's kind of laying there, kind of bleeding out.
Yeah, I like how his dude's laying there dead, but he was the last one who got hit, so he won.
Right, exactly. So, BTK, my man, shoot me a DM in Discord and with your wallet address, and I will get that sent over to you. So, yes, there are 2 different ones. There's the dance off, then there's that one, and both are fun. They're twisted, sick, and just got to have some fun with it. Let's see. And I know we had some comments roll through here. So thumbs up on the video for well-placed Harry Potter reference. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Funny Turo. Oops. Exploded. BTK says, donate to the Yabonks Animal Shelter. BTK, my man, you got it. I will absolutely get that sent over to Yabonks. So for me. Okay. So Yabonks, since you're in here and BTK's in here, the $10 I'm going to send to you is from BTK. So definitely thank you for helping the animals. And definitely Yabonks is a great guy, and he has an animal sanctuary down in Florida, and he gives everything to these animals. This is his family. And so any way you can help BTK, I think that's awesome, brother. And anybody who doesn't know who Yabonks is, check him out on YouTube. He's going to be live tomorrow just before I start the Freaky Friday. Now, if you don't know, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, I start Freaky Friday, which is where I bring on surprise guests. We do kind of everything. We just start the weekend off with having fun. Are you serious? Okay, Yabonks asking BTK, are you really serious? Like really, really serious, or just kind of serious? Oh, we got a heart. That must be really serious.
He's not just serious. He's not just sure. He's HIV positive. South Park reference.
And there it goes. Down the tubes it goes. Okay, so I think that's awesome. BTK, thank you, brother. I will make sure Yabonks gets that, my man. Okay, so since those were the voters and they got to dodge some blades and wiggle around, let's find out what the votes look like, shall we?
Yes. Let's see what we're going to be buying this week.
Dun, 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 dun. What kind of crazy things did we come up with? Well, you never know with us. We are a crafty group of people. And okay, so I've got to stop screen. I've got to change my screen. For some reason, my new main monitor the kids got me is a high resolution, and it doesn't like it in StreamYard. Don't ask me why. So I have to kill it and re-enter it. There we go. Okay, so voting for this week is our blue chips. Matic comes out on top with 67% of the votes.
Nice.
Nicely done. And ooh, we have a problem here, Cyril. Our DeFi has a tie. tie between Only Burns and Elephant Money?
Well, I think that we have a fairly sizable position in Only Burns because y'all kept voting it for it like 5 weeks in a row. So I'm gonna cast my tiebreaker here on Elephant Money, since that's on BSC as well. And we're gonna go ahead and grab some of that. That's treated our portfolio pretty well so far. And it's been consistently going up. So, yeah, I think that would be good for our small wallet to grab right now. I think we're in a pretty good position with Only Burns, and we should look at expanding some of the other things that we are in as well.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. And as you guys know, whenever there is a tie, Master Cyril always gets to cast the deciding vote. So this is one of those. I think it's definitely a wise choice, and it's one that I'm looking to invest Elephant Money myself on a personal level. So yeah, I think it's time to start doing that, especially with that little pump right now. Getting in at this time sounds like it might be very beneficial for all of us.
Could be. We'll see.
Yeah, not financial advice, of course.
NFA, BYOR.
Exactly. And guys, please keep in mind, we are a couple guys here. Don't just jump into something because we talk about it. Do your own research, do your own due diligence. Don't say, oh, well, Cyril and Serenity said this is good, so I bought it and then it crashed. No, that is not how this game works. We're sharing with you the masses what they decide. Doesn't mean it's the right choice. So you have to decide what's right for you because only you know your situation. And let's see. Yabonks was laughing at you, Cyril. I'm not quite sure why. It was something earlier.
It was for my South Park reference.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. Says, thanks, BTK. Sir, do you have the sanctuary? Yes, I do have the donation address. I will get that to you, Bunks, and let you know when to send it over, my man. And BTK says, Serenity is going to send it over for me. Yes, I am. I will take care of that personally, and I will let you know as soon as it's done on both ends. So, sorry, can't read. That's okay. I can't read either. Hey, we're electricians. We don't have to read. We look at green, white, red, black. Good. Okay. We read diagrams. We don't need words.
As long as the one color wire goes to the same other color wire, you're good, right?
Right. Yeah. At most, you have like an NC or NO, and that's about all the wording you need. Normally closed, normally open. We're good. Hey, Bunk says, really appreciate that, BTK. We just had to drop a bunch on some vet bills yesterday. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. So, you bunks, how are the animals handling the heat, man? That's got to be brutal down there. I know we hit 106 yesterday here in Idaho. So, down in Florida, you got to, I don't know, like people are bursting into flames and shit. I don't know.
It's going to be 78 here tomorrow.
Oh, I'm really starting not to like you, Cyril.
That's okay. You can join the crowd. There's a waiting line.
Oh, is there? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was special. Don't I get to get like closer to the front of the line or something? Or
I mean, if you've got someone that's been saving your spot, then maybe.
Okay, cool. I don't know if anybody has or not. And BTK says, thanks for taking all of the take care of all the crit. Absolutely. And no, I think it's definitely a noble cause to go out and help these helpless animals, because I've heard some of the stories about where Yabonks got some of these animals, and man, some of these are brutal, like the biker gang that were shooting BB guns at the animals. That's like, that's just twisted. So, Yabonks, my man, thank you, brother, for being one of those kind souls to help make the world a better place. Absolutely. So, let's see. I think we've covered the voting, the dance off, everything like that. And man, we are ahead of schedule, Cyril. This never happens, brother.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Does that mean that I will be released early?
You've been pretty good today. And I know that you want to go say goodnight to a couple little princesses and tuck them in. So, yes, I think we will wrap this up a few minutes early. Okay. But I want to say, everybody, please, tomorrow at, correct me if I'm wrong, it's 4 p.m. Eastern, Yabonks, is when you go live on your show. Is that right? I think. Yeah, I think you're 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm 6 p.m. Eastern. We start Friday off with a bang. So jump on the Yabonks channel, watch his live stream, and I always start my live stream right after him, and we just get a Friday party rolling. So we get all the animal updates, everything. So come over, have some fun with us.
And between 6 and 7, I'll be on a Twitter space for Gauss.
Ooh. You scheduled on a Friday, man? Come on, we got Fridays already booked. What are you thinking?
Well, they do their stuff on Friday, and they usually want to do it at 2 p.m. And I'm like, as if I got shit I got to do, during the day. I'm not popping onto a Twitter space at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Said you got to make it at 6.
Okay, fair enough. I guess we'll let that pass because yes, you're allowed to have a life. We'll let you. And Ebunks is 6 p.m. Eastern. See, I get screwed up because I'm in Idaho, so it actually starts at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. So 6 p.m. Eastern, Ebunks go live. That makes me, what, 8 p.m. Eastern? Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern. I don't know. I get so confused.
Something like that.
And see, Ebunks says, we've been running power to all of the animals' houses, insulating fans, extra shade. Also been hosing down the areas a few times a day to keep them temps down. Absolutely. Yeah, it's not like the animals can say, hey, I'm hot. Can I have some ice water? Or, I need to get... They can't talk to that. So the fact that you're paying attention and doing all that is awesome. Yeah. And Ebunk says, yes, we're right on time. So 6 p.m. Eastern, tune into Ebunks, and 8 p.m. Eastern will be right here live with possibly somebody in the audience who said they might just stop in. So you'll have to stop in and see who the surprise guests are for tomorrow night.
Awesome. Well, I hope you have a lot of fun with that. I'm going to be handling a migration after my AMA for another protocol from my consultation firm. So I'll be a busy beaver tomorrow.
Busy all the time. You know what? If we're not moving, grooving, we wouldn't know what to do. We'd be getting in trouble somewhere out there.
Yep, pretty much.
So absolutely. Well, hey, I want to thank everybody for your time, and do me a huge favor. Take a moment, like the video, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends about us. Even if they know nothing about crypto, hop in Down Home Crypto Discord. Hop in this channel here. We will answer any questions they have, and we'll help you any way we possibly can. Because our whole goal here is to help the common person change their life. I mean, the rich people already know how to get rich. We're not trying to help them. We're trying to help you and the people that just are working check by check by check.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And BTK says, yeah, but that migration is pretty exciting. It is pretty exciting, BTK. And we're going to have to do a show just on that, on what's going on in Cyril on the back end. One of these is just dedicated to that.
Well, this migration isn't the only Burns migration. That's happening later. This migration is what I'm doing through my consultation firm for another project.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. See, I got that confused. Sorry. I thought this was the Gauss migration you were doing for only Burns. Okay.
No, that's like 2, maybe 3 weeks out.
Cool. Okay. So I still got time to pile on some more only Burns before it moves over and gets popular.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. BTK says, oh, well, never mind. Yeah. See, he thought the same thing. We're all confused, man.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm a busy person. I got my fingers in a lot of pies. There's a lot of clientele work through my consultation firm that keeps me busy. So
that is awesome. And if anybody is looking to do a project, KC Consulting can definitely hook you up. Talk to Cyril the man. He will do anything and everything. I've seen him work his magic. It's pretty impressive. So just my suggestion there. Okay. Well, hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, and definitely hop in the Discord, ask any questions, and make sure to cast your vote so you can come in next week, have a chance to win some of that magic-free money. Just got to dodge a few saw blades. It'll be fun.
Yes, go vote. And, because I want to see those votes come in. I want to see what projects you guys are recommending to us and be able to take a look at those and maybe see about us investing into something new.
Ooh, I would like to see new. I'm actually digging through a couple new ones we might have to discuss on there. So,
okay.
We definitely want to get your opinions, guys. So thank you very much for joining us. Until next time, have a great night.
Take care.
Bye, guys.